to another video on my channel. So I just went out to the library. I got some books. I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books that I borrowed from the library. And these 17 books are supposed to help me with my assignments. So let's hope that I get good grades. All right, so I went to the library and then I stopped by the Chinese supermarket, and I love to show you what I buy because it really testifies to the amount of money I spend as a student here. So if you're an international student, if you're a person who is looking to come to the UK as a teacher to work, you want to know the prices, cost of living, standard of living maybe. And this can give you an idea as to, how much money you'll spend on a normal grocery trip. And you can find good prices, budget-friendly prices for your pocket if you know where to go and how to spend your money. All right. So Chinese supermarket, I got their bag. So this is their bag. And the name, let me show you the name. It's on the bag here. It's WH Long Supermarket. All right. So that's the name of the supermarket. So here we go. By the way, this grocery run was just for snacks, okay? Because I have a sweet tooth and I'm trying to feed my sweet tooth. I stopped buying the British snacks because they're too sweet, too rich. It's very yummy and tasty. They're cookies and chocolates and things that they eat. It's very nice, but it's fattening. They have butter cookies and all these things, and listen, I can't. So I went to the Chinese supermarket to get snacks. The Chinese snacks are delicious, very yummy, but they are low in sugar, so it's not as sweet as the British snacks. Okay, so I got wafers. I love wafers, so I got wafers. I usually get the coconut one, and then I would get the vanilla or the lemon wafers, but I just got 2 coconut today. They didn't have the vanilla and the lemon one in this brand. I don't like the lemon one in that brand. So, okay, so I got these. I like seaweed. Yes, I am one black person that likes seaweed. So I got this as a snack. This is spicy seaweed, and they come in little packets, and you can eat it as a snack. So I got 2. And I like the other seaweed, which is the dried seaweed that you can eat as a snack. They're usually from Korea. I like those too, and I eat it as a snack. Okay. Then I got the White Rabbit creamy candy. It is so good. It tastes like milk. It's like milk candy. So these are very good. I got 2 packets to eat as a snack. Like I said, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. So it's very good. And I got my Haichu. If you've never tasted Haichu candy, where have you been? So Haichu in all these flavors. This one is the watermelon flavor. This is peach. This is grape, passion fruit, and strawberry. So I got all the Haichu that they had. I just took up every one of them. And then lastly, I got the Himalayan salt. I really didn't want this big jar, but they didn't have a smaller one. And yeah, Himalayan salt is very good for you. It gives you a lot of minerals. So, this is great for me. And how much did I spend? I spent 17. I don't know if you can see. Oops. Yeah, you can see better now. So if you look here, £17.80, right? 17.80. Okay, I don't know what this camera is doing. It's not going in at all. It's not zooming in. All right, and then I took the bus home because I had a lot of things. I would have walked, but I took the bus home, and it was raining, so might as well. And I took stagecoach, and I spent £2. Can you see? £2. I'm not sure if this thing is zooming in or not, but right, £2. And I think that's a little expensive just for a one-way trip, like a single trip. £2, that's a lot, but you know, with gas prices and all the energy costs, I can just imagine why it's that expensive. So what I will do this semester is I would buy a bus card, and I can use that to go around to the city. And I also want to get a train card because I can take the train anywhere around Britain, I think, anywhere around Britain or anywhere around Europe, I think. Yeah, so I'll get a train card to ease the expense of transportation, because transportation is very expensive. Okay, so I went to Morrison's. Before I went to the library and the Chinese supermarket, I went to Morrison's just to pick up a bottle of cayenne pepper. So I like spicy food, and I like to put cayenne pepper in my food. It has a lot of benefits, but I like to use it specifically for what do you call that? It helps your I'm drawing a blank. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's good for overall health. Just go and just Google cayenne pepper benefits, and then you'll see. I'm tired, obviously. All right, guys. So we'll talk soon. Hi, everybody. So I'm back again. It is later in the day, and I just thought of showing you some things that I use for my studies here now. As a student that I've been a student in the past, I took a break and now I'm back in the classroom. Sometimes it can be a bit daunting, but don't worry, I'm here to help. So these are some of the tools that I got to make my journey in this master's degree a smooth one. So the first thing I have is the usual, right? So for me, it's pencils. I love writing with pencils. I do not like writing with pens. Not sure if there's anyone out there that's like me, but I prefer to write with pencils, and I get these pencils that are already sharpened. I don't like the mechanical pencils. I prefer these, the wooden ones. So this one is HB pencils with erasers. I love this. And in addition to the pencils, I make sure that I have a large eraser. Okay, so don't look at mine, but it's a little scruffy because it's been in my pencil case. But this is a large eraser that I usually use. So I always have a large eraser with the pencils. All right, so anytime I'm making notes when the lecturer is speaking, I use the pencil, and I usually have my eraser to erase, and that really helps me with note taking. I don't really like to use pens. I'm not sure why, but from ever since, I really don't like using pens to make notes. All right, so the next one I want to show you is the highlighter. I have small ones here, but you can have like a packet of highlighters, and this is good when you want to highlight certain topics, maybe a quotation that you want, to jump out at the page. You use the highlighter. I have the green one here. You have the orange, the pinks, the blues, and you have the darker green to this one too. That's more of a highlighter feature. So yeah, I like to use highlighters to highlight important points, quotes, important authors, dates, things like that, I use a highlighter for. All right, so to go along with the pencils, I do have pens, and I use pens to make notations. So whenever I want to highlight something, I put asterisks using a pen beside important points, important names, dates, things like that, to just make sure that when I'm going through my notes, I can make note of the ones that are more important, right? All right, and of course, if I have pencils, then I need to have a sharpener, and I always look for a great sharpener. I got this one at Morrison's, and it's a metal sharpener. It is excellent. It sharpens well, and it doesn't make the pencil point break often. So I love this one. So I put this in the pencil case. I want to show you my pencil case now. This is just a normal cosmetic case that I turned into a pencil case. I will buy a new one for the next semester coming, but I just put everything in this. I have cards there. I have candy when I'm in class and I feel like I want to eat. I have Vicks inhaler because, you know, I'm in Manchester and it always rains and I'm always stuffy. Pens, pencils, sharpener, just the works. I don't have ruler or anything like that in here, but just a small cosmetic case that I just turned into a pencil case. All right. When you're in your flat or your apartment and you're studying in your student accommodation, you always want to have a pencil holder. So I put my pencils and pens in here like this, and it's right on my desk. So when I'm ready to do work, I have my pencils. My pencils are already sharpened, like I told you, so I don't need to waste time sharpening, and my pens are okay, ready to write if I need to make any notes. All right, so I like to have my pencil holder ready for that reason. I love these. So these are what do you call it, small post-its that you use to mark to indicate where on a page you'd like to make special attention, or to keep special attention. So let me give you an example. Hold on a second. So this is my varieties of English book that I borrowed from the library, and look here. So when I need to go back to check on a particular page, a particular passage, or look for a quotation that I would like to put in my essay or my assignment, I just grab the book and go through and say, hey, I remember this page, and the arrow is right there, so it points exactly where I need the quotation, where I need to look for the quotation. Here's another one here. So I mean, it's really, really good. Here's one. Let me take out that one. Here's one from the top. So here, right here, and the arrow is pointing there, and it just points me to where I need to get the quote, to get the passage. It saves a lot of time. So get this one. I got this one in Jamaica before I came here. I got it at, where did I get this? I think it's at the Kingston Bookshop. I think it's one of the bookstores, but you can get it anywhere. If you can't find it in any physical bookstore, just go on Amazon and find these. I love the colors because it's really bright. It's like a highlighter, really, that just points you to where you need to get the information quickly. And that's excellent for me because I don't have the time to waste, right? So this is excellent. I love this, love this, love this. All right. So if you're a student and you are listening to recordings, you're listening to audio for assignments or for projects, this is something that you have to have. It's just a simple earphone. Just a simple earphone. Because I am doing a Master's of Arts in TESOL, which is teaching English to speakers of other languages. We're always getting recordings of teachers and classes, and recordings of conferences that we need to listen to. So whenever I get these audio or video recordings, I have to listen to it. And this helps to listen keenly to what the speaker is saying. When you have the computer up and you're listening to a recording without the earphones, certain things miss you. But when you have the earphones and you're zoomed in, you can listen and hear every word, every negotiation of meaning when they speak, in certain terms. Listen. So having a good earphone is best. Now, I do not recommend the AirPods because you lose them easily and then you have to charge them all the time. So I prefer just a normal wired earphone. Some people walk with their headphones. That's a bit cumbersome for me. I prefer this. You can just drop it in your bag. I actually put my earphones in little pouches. These little pouches, I just wrap it up and put it in the pouch and then just drop it in my bag when I'm going to school. And that's, for me, the best way to do that. All right. So also for the AirPods, I remember walking home and seeing people's AirPods on the ground. I mean, and they're so expensive. So for me, a wired earphone is the best thing for me. All right. So the next one I have is a phone. So this is just the iPhone case because I'm using my iPhone now to record this. But I'm just showing you that you can use your iPhone. You can use your iPhone to record interviews for your dissertation or for your assignments. You can use the iPhone to record a video if you'd like to insert that in your assignment. For example, I have a multimedia assignment that I have to do, and I have to include a video of mine in that assignment. So I could easily use my iPhone to record myself, to record an audio, to record any multimedia material that I would like to insert in my assignment. So an iPhone or just a normal phone, a regular phone, Motorola phone, Samsung phone, it doesn't really matter. A phone is handy for you. It's also handy for WhatsApp because I am in multiple WhatsApp groups here at the university. I have So I have multiple WhatsApp groups here on my phone. The groups that I'm in are sometimes groups from each class because we have project groups. So if there's a project, teacher will put you in a group and say work on that. So WhatsApp is great. So having a phone so you can get in touch with your classmates is an excellent way. We also have Microsoft Teams. So my entire department has a Microsoft Team account, and we all have access to that account, and the lecturers and professors put information in that account for us. In addition to that, I can get my university email on my phone quickly, just quickly go through, okay, what's the next thing that I have to do? Where's the next class? Is there any update on the class before I go? Sometimes the lecturers are gonna be late, they'll send a quick email to you, things like that. Another very good thing that I like to use my phone for is for library search. So this is the library website for the University of Manchester, and if I need any book, or if I'm trying to research on a topic and I'm thinking, I wonder if the library has that, I just type in the library search, and I find it on my phone quickly. I find where it is in the library, which row, which floor, and then which row. And then I just go and pick it up. So it's great. I can also request using my phone, request a book that's out on loan or a book that is in the storage room, things like that. So a phone is very handy. When you're at the university, it really helps you. And of course, you can make calls for emergencies and things like that. So I highly recommend that you get a good phone. Okay, the next thing is books. Now, some people don't use books, like physical books. They prefer to use their computers to make notes. I prefer to go old school and get physical books. So these are my physical books. I have my book here from Manchester. Now, this is from what do you call it? The Alliance Business School. I am not a part of the Alliance Business School, but I loved the Manchester feel. I like the Manchester branded book, so I just bought this. But this is the book that I actually use. It's just a plain black book with notes on it. And here you go, just all my notes. And I use these, the same ones here I use to indicate where I need to pay attention in my notebook when I make notes. So it goes handy for not only textbook, but for notebooks too. All right. And like I said, when I make notes, I use pencils to make notes. All right. So I like these. What else? Okay, I also like these small books. These are small books that I like to buy, and these are the, what do you call it, the things to do books. Like, so if I need if an assignment is due January 17th, I use this book to write, okay, January 17th multimedia assignment is due, January 20th beyond approaches assignment is due, January 27th language learning and teaching assignment is due, etc., etc. So that these are my notes for things I need to do. In addition to that, I also like to write, hey, maybe I'm out of stock for chicken noodle soup and I need to go down to the store to buy chicken noodle soup. I write that there. Maybe I need some more snacks for the house. Maybe I need seasoning. Maybe I need flour, rice, sugar, all those things. I put those things in here for my notes and, you know, things to do, things to pick up. If I need to do a project and I need to contact someone, I put the person's name in here, number, things like that. So this is just a general book just for me to write things down, for me to remember, because sometimes I forget. So it's always good to have these little books. And sometimes I use these small handy books, but this one it's old and raggedy. And it's almost done anyway. I mean, I've used this, you know, writing all sorts of things. All right, for the pens, I forgot to tell you that I do have different color pens. So this is purple, this is pink, this is blue. So I do like different color pens to write to write things for me to do, and then I put it in order of importance depending on the color that I write with, right? So yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I forgot. But the last thing is a computer. So this is my MacBook, but any computer will do. You need a computer at university. There's no way you're gonna complete university with good grades without a computer at hand. You can use a computer to make notes. You make your computer to write your assignments and to submit your assignments. Because you, for nowadays, when you're at university, you write your assignments and there's a link that the professor sent to you that you use to submit your assignment. So you do not print out the paper and hand it into the teacher like what I used to do back in the day. No, those are things of the past. So you have to submit using a special link from the professor through the university portal. And you submit your assignments there. You use your computer also to for entertainment. You know, when you're a university student, you're not always studying. You want to watch a movie sometimes, you want to watch YouTube videos, you want to relax, enjoy yourself, right? So you can use your computer for all of that. All right. I want to mention two last things before I go. I want to mention this hard drive. I have this hard drive now for years, but a good hard drive will do well for you at the university, especially when you're downloading a lot of books. At our library, we have ebooks that you can download. So some books are physical. We only have physical copies, but you have some books that have e-copies and you can download them. You can download chapters of books, dissertations, and stuff like that. And those documents can be really big and it probably will fill up your computer's hard drive. So to avoid that, you can have an external hard drive like this one. And this one, yeah. And this one holds a lot of documents for me. And sometimes you want to keep those documents, because this is the path, this is your career path. This is what you're going to be taking, this path you're going to be taking for your future. So you may want to come back to read some assignments that you've done before, or to look back at some of the books or chapters that you've downloaded, and this can help. So and it's also good to have a backup, because when you are writing your assignment, anything can go wrong with your computer, people. So always back up your assignments with a hard drive. What I like to do when I'm doing my assignment is always email myself an updated document. So as I'm writing, and every day when I update my document, I add something else to the document or something, then I save it to my computer, and I also send it to myself by email. And that's a good way to just back up your assignments, So this is great for that. And then I have this one. I can't really move it, so I'm going to turn it around for you to see. It's a lamp, a study lamp, okay? So study lamps are great to have while you're at the university, because sometimes you have to do work at night. Well, to be honest, most times you have to do work at night. So if you're doing work at the nighttime, you can get up, you have the light in your room, which is fine, but sometimes you need brighter light. So you get a study lamp. In the room that I have here, the lamp came with the room, which is great. But sometimes you just have to go to a normal store and buy a small desk lamp. That's fine. So that really helps when you're reading and things like that, So I think that is it. I don't think I have anything else that I want to share with you. But as I go on and as I make more videos, I'll share my experience in the UK, the things that I've bought to make my life a little bit more comfortable. And I'll share with you some, of course, the cost, so that you can get an idea of the cost of living too. All right. So this is the end of the video. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying with me, subscribing and sharing, and also like this video. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.